Hello, I'm David Knox. Welcome to Knox First Tuesday, number 31 on pre-listing inspections. How many ways are there to kill a sale? Chances are, if you're watching this, you know all of them. You have sellers who want high prices. We have buyers that want to come in with low offers. We have lenders that have high credit requirements. And we have appraisers coming in with low numbers. And you know what else we have? And what a shame it is to lose a sale over an inspection, which is something that we could, in fact, control up front. Have you ever had a buyer use an inspection to negotiate the price down after the sale? Well, at least we can resolve a lot of these by doing a pre-listing inspection. So the objectives of this session are, number one, determine whether a pre-listing inspection is something that's appropriate. Number two, examine the benefits of a pre-listing inspection. And finally, we'll talk about how to persuade sellers to do a pre-listing inspection. So before I get started, I would like to thank this esteemed group of real estate agents who helped contribute to this video. I'm a member of a user group that consists of these top agents. When I told them that I was doing a video on pre-listing inspections, I solicited their input and it came pouring through. So this video is based very much on their input. So to all of you, thank you for your input. Now, before we get into the area of pre-listing inspections, there are some questions that you need to resolve that are legal or policy questions. Number one, who can order an inspection? Can you do it? Must it be the seller? Who can pay for the inspection? In some cases, you, the agent, cannot pay. It must be the seller. Must a pre-listing inspection be disclosed to a buyer? Must the repairs be made once you've discovered them? Or is it appropriate to sell it as is? So I just want you to know there's some legal issues in all your states that you need to resolve. So having said that, I'd like to take a look at some of the agent recommendations from this fine group. Some of the things they said is, this is a business practice I embraced for 15 years and still recommend with a great deal of success. I love pre-listing inspections, and so do my sellers. Realtors and buyers love it too. It really helps sell the home. Boy, did it help overall. We've been doing pre-listing inspections for 5 years. We made it a habit. What I'd like to take you through now is a case study in which I was involved. I was selling my mother's home after she passed away. It was an estate. I'd lived there when I was a child, and I knew that from then to now there was a lot wrong with the house. So when I listed the home with Pat, I said, look, I want to price this thing right. I want to get it staged. I want to get it cleaned up. I want to get it perfectly presented because I understand the importance of that in this challenging market, and I want a pre-listing inspection, and that's what we got, and I'm very glad that we did. And I'll show you some screenshots out of the actual inspection. The first thing that came up was the chimney. The inspector went up and found out the top 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of bricks were all coming apart, and he said we had to fix those. Well, that would have shown up after the sale for sure. And here's the big one. We have a double garage, and the back wall of the garage was backing up to the front grade. And the inspector found a significant movement of the wall. In fact, the wall had bowed out 8 inches up at the center, and it was off the foundation by 1.75 inches. You talk about some serious structural defects. Do you suppose we could have gotten away with that? I don't think so. In fact, people said, well, how didn't you see that? Oh, we had a big stack of firewood there, so there was no way to see it. But the inspector found it, and you know the buyer's inspector would have found it. So guess what? I decided to fix those things. In fact, here's a copy of the actual bill. Doug Farmer, a friend of mine, did all this. Let's take a look. The brick and masonry repair, we had about $8,000, almost $9,000 just into that. And by the way, the other numbers were various bathroom things. And I decided I wanted it fixed now because it's pay me now or pay me later. So I was sold on the concept of a pre-listing inspection. In fact, I'll give you a quick overview of the timing. I had the inspection done on March 27th of 2008. And then I turned over the inspection to my contractor, and he worked and worked and worked, and I got his final bill on May 27th. So that's how long it took to get that fixed. Then we had some final staging to do. We put it on the market, I believe, 4th of July weekend, and we sold it on August 8th. By the way, does that tell you something? In 1 month, about 30 days or shortly thereafter, we had it sold, partly because we did all this work back then. Now, the flip side of it was, guess what happened on the appraisal or the inspection from the buyer? There was nothing on it. It was perfect. It was clean. We went right through, and we closed in 29 days. Oh, no. There was one more thing, and this is something that I guess we couldn't have figured out. We found out that the septic tank had an issue. And I wish I'd have known about that then. We didn't find out about it, but the good news was by this time it was summer and we got it fixed. But still, we had a 30-day sale, we had a 30-day close, and I'm completely convinced that none of that would have happened had it not been for the inspection. So take a look at, let's say we were fortunate enough to sell on the same day, August 8th. Then all of a sudden these huge issues come up, structural defects. I think it would have killed the sale. And then guess what happens in Minnesota right after September and October? It snows and it gets cold, and I would have probably sat with that property well into 2009, and the market dropped even more after that. So I know that the pre-listing saved me and saved that sale. Before I continue, I'd like to let you know very quickly that we have upgraded the site realestateconsumervideos.com. This is a site from which you have been able to email our consumer videos like pricing your home to sell to your sellers. Well, guess what you can do now? I created a custom lead capture showcase page where you can select which videos and which fields to request. You can frame it on your own site. You allow visitors to request a video right on your site. Then you send them back to your showcase page to watch, so they're on your website watching the video. So be sure to check this out. And by the way, this concludes the public free version of Knox First Tuesday number 31. If you'd like to see the full version of this and all the videos we have, plus all of the support materials, plus all the videos we're going to continue to build, we invite you and your company to become a member of Real Estate Training by DavidKnox.com. Thank you for watching this video.